Okay, it's a first. Backstage Y98 for American Idol. The first person to request headphones, Casey James.
I'm way too deaf to talk to you without these things.
You are not a diva at all, but you're right. I've been looking across the microphone at people, and they're like, what are you saying, Paul?
Yeah, I don't really care about the hair.
That's good. That's another thing.
Whatsoever.
My mom would call me every single week and tell me that you remind her of Danny Friend, a kid we grew up with, like, that's him, Casey James, that's Danny, you got to vote for him. So my mom absolutely loves you.
Awesome. Tell her I said hello. Tell her I said thank you.
How are you going I will, and how are you going in this whole wave of craziness?
Man, everything is really awesome. You know, right now, as soon as I left, I didn't really leave. I just started to, prepare for the finale. And so when this is done, then we start rehearsal for the tour. And so then when that's done, we go directly to the tour. But what I'm hoping that, I'm excited for the future, because that's where I'm at right now, because the whole reason that I entered this situation is to do music. And I think that I've accomplished my goals and that I'll be able to do that.
I think I heard you say that there's TV and then there's music. This was kind of a melding of the two, but you're a music guy.
Exactly. This has been my vehicle to do what I want to do, and I'm so thankful and just amazingly honored, and by everything that's happened here. It's a life-changing experience, and it's going to allow me to do the thing that I love, which is music.
I love to see that gratitude. All right, so on Wednesday, you got Lead to Wise on stage. You got Crystal Bowersox, millions and millions of people watching, and Casey James. You're sitting there for the news. What's going through your head, or are you just numb?
No, I tell you what. I think that at this point there are no. It's a number.
It's just the progression of the show, and it doesn't matter.
No, I wouldn't say
totally.
that, but in a way, yes, but I wouldn't say that it doesn't matter, because I think that they both want this, and so what will be. You put it that way, but I think that for all of us, anyone that wants to make their way in music at this point is going to do it.
That's really awesome. I watched the progression of the show, and I watched the different theme nights, and I can't ask anybody who walks up here what they thought of the theme nights, because they weren't here for all of them, but you were. What was your favorite theme night?
R&B. R&B, baby. You got that right.
How was it? Tell me why.
I went old school with it, dude.
Yes.
I loved the fact that we had a rhythm and blues week, because you can take that in so many different ways. I knew when they picked it that that like a guy like Big Mike is going to do something like more current and more R&B in that way. But I was like, old school R&B was like, very bluesy soul type music. That's what they labeled it as, and
that was a boost for you too, because you wouldn't have thought, looking at you, that you would be able to deliver there, and you did.
Well, thank you, man. And I really, really loved that week. I loved it because I got to do some guitar work, and just the big, with the horns, and da-da-da. Just very cool, and I loved it.
Well, I think you deserve some credit for sticking true to yourself too. Others have gotten that credit, but really, you did what was you, and you also showed all these multi-talented things you could do. But you didn't try to do something that was going to make you look silly and not be you.
Well, thanks, man. It's
a fine line.
And it's all I know how to do. Is be me. Because if I'm trying to do something else, I said going into this that no matter what happens, I want to always be honest and true to what I do, because I don't want to look back and say, well, I didn't make it, but what if I would have been honest and done what I actually do as an artist? How would that have went?
Wow.
So I went into it saying, I'm going to be me, and if it doesn't work, then God bless you, have a good day. And if it does work, then how about that?
How about that? Me made it, and you did.
Yeah.
Top 3 finalist, Casey James.
I'm so honored and proud, man.
I was thinking you had a little baby girl at the very end, and that's a relative of yours, right?
Yeah, that's my cousin's little girl, and I was what an amazing thing that they were there, and that just happened, and I was just, because she had been wanting to give me a hug all day,
wow.
and when I was just standing there, and I thought, I don't have to stand there. I don't have a mic stand. I can walk.
Yes,
so
this is your night. This is it.
And then I saw her, and I'm like, well, they can't kick me off the show.
That's right. Yeah, just give me the boot. You already did.
Yeah, and I think it was a very good moment, and it was very, very cool.
I thought it was a really fulfilling performance to add to all of them, and congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, man.
Casey James on Y98. Good luck, man.
All right. Thanks for having me.